Hello, hello. Welcome to Vegas Theater Company. I found my lights. So happy to have you. My name is Simone. I'm the Associate Artistic Director here at this theater, and we're so excited and happy to be hosting Hey, It's Me, Dinky. Different side. Hey, it's me, Dinky, here at this theater. We're a 501c3 nonprofit professional theater. On top of exciting rentals like this one, we also have a full season of shows. We've got some drama, some comedy, musical. We've got a lot of sex too. So, you know, it's a lot of fun. Burlesque, that is. I'd encourage you to take one of our cards on your way out. I've set them up on that little white stand. Maybe you could grab one. Stay in touch with the theater and what's going on here because there's a lot of exciting things coming through here, like the thing you're about to see. I'd ask you that you would just check your phones really quick to make sure that they are silent and off. This show is a two-hour, two-act show, so we will be breaking for a 15-minute intermission about halfway through. In which you could use the bathrooms, which are out and around to the left. You can come get another drink or some other concessions if you'd like. But until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy Hey, It's Me, Dinky by Rich Robinoff.
I want to be a rock star. To rock millions of fans. To tour the world making music. To be the coolest ever on stage. Instead, I ended up here, skipping old balls and dopey.
That was my mom back when I was growing up. She called me a stupid idiot so often I thought it was my middle name. But I get ahead of myself here. Let me begin this memoir off properly. It's me, Dinky, and...
What kind of a sugar name is Dinky? It's not a proper Yiddish name. Oh, geez, God, no dinkies never come from Maine there, chummy. Except maybe them small boats what they build up. Nope. No, them was dinghies, not dinkies there, mister.
Look, I haven't even typed the intro and you guys are all over me, so just quiet down and let me concentrate, all right? If you don't shut up, I'm not gonna be able to write this book. All right, where was I? Ah, yes. After 63 years of assorted voices in my head, depression, successes, failures, and some very unique life events, I felt like I owed it to myself to write my life story. Not that my life is anything amazing, but I felt like I needed to do it to calm the voices, heal my spirit, and leave at least some trace of my existence here for those with time on their hands and an interest in the odd, strange, and curious to ponder upon. So let's start with my nickname, Dinky. It's a name I was given when I was probably 5 or 6 years old by my older brother because I was small and it just stuck. And since I'm going to be sharing my life story here with you in these pages, I wanted to share my nickname, which only my family knows me by.
But don't go thinking we're inviting you for Sunday supper or dinner there, chummy.
Shh. Now I want to share my life. I was born March 27th, 1960, the second of what would grow to be 4 kids. My dad was a hotshot Madison Ave exec who got burnt out on the corporate scene, and my mom was a young British secretary, and they met in New York and moved to Portland, Maine to start a business and raise their family. My older brother and the firstborn was recognized as a genius at birth, in part because he was the first child ever to assist in his own delivery, and in part because he drove my mom home from the hospital. I, on the other hand, not so much. It could have been my mom didn't really want kids to begin with, and since she had a boy, she hoped and prayed the second child would be a girl. Maybe that's why she was mad at me all the time. Who knows? By the time I turned 6, the family roster had doubled to our final lineup of 4 kids, 3 boys and the youngest and only child, my sister. My younger brother was built just like my dad. They were both like rock'em sock'em robots. He was the kind of kid that wore Sherlock Holmes hats year-round and built models. My sister was the child my mom always wanted, so when she came along, her attention shifted from the two older kids to the two younger ones. I was already beginning to feel that middle child syndrome, and I always seemed to be the source of and recipient of my mom's anger. In the mid-'60s, they called it discipline, and a good old-fashioned backhand was not only acceptable, but expected if you wanted to raise your kids right. My mom kept right on disciplining us using the now patented paddleball game technique, where she held and led us by one arm as she paddled our backsides up to our bedrooms. Eventually, she just stopped and left the discipline to my dad. When my dad got angry, the whole house shook. We never knew it, but he built the house out of balsa wood, that stuff they made those rubber band airplanes out of, just so it would shake when he yelled, and man, did it work. By the time I hit the ripe old age of 8, I began to do things just to try to get attention. I remember one incident that took place in the finished basement of my folks' house. I was downstairs with my younger brother and older brother. My older brother thought it'd be fun to have me try to duplicate one of Harry Houdini's escape routines. So he found some rope and tied my hands and feet to the support column in the basement. Then they blindfolded me and left me there. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At 5:15 at night, when everyone was seated at the dinner table, my dad asked where I was, and when my brothers divulged the location of my failed escape attempt, I was rescued. But I was too shaken up to eat dinner and asked to be excused to go to bed. That one left a mark that took a couple of years to shake off. I think that might have been when the voices were born.
Dude, we're not voices, man. We're just like people that nobody else can see or hear, dude. Totally.
Oh, absolutely.
I started doing things to try to get attention. I clowned around at home and in school, and it reflected in my poor grades. The climax and culmination of my attention-seeking behavior came with the voluntary removal of both of my eyebrows, which came to be known as the eyebrow incident.